Alright, so today we're going to work on the forearm choke. It's not the most complicated choke in the world. It is effective, right? It's probably one of the first most chokes that most people learn. Not me, it's probably 8, 9, 10 down the road. But it's a fairly good choke. It's a fairly basic choke. It's a choke you might use a lot. It's a choke you might use to set something else up, quite frankly. So Jimmy's going to be down the guard, right? And I'll be here. And I'm attacked, but notice I'll lean forward. So if he's not able to get these hips on me, right, you notice I'll take this hand, right, I'll slip, I might choke, but I can get, all of a sudden you notice I've already got this choke here, and I can just take my body and I can press. Now, as I do this, sometimes I'll grab underneath here, right, and do this choke here. So if I come here, breathe, Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy, breathe. You'll notice I can take and press this, and I can almost take these hands together, and I can use this weight to lean. Now, one of the things is, Jimmy's just not going to let me do this, right? So the first thing Jimmy's going to do is take his chin and post it to his thing. And that's fine, because we do what we call the hacksaw. I come here, I come here, I come here, all of a sudden I get here, and now I get the same choke. Now, as I do this, you don't necessarily have to do this nice, right? So if he goes and posts his chin here, right, I can take it and smash here, come across here, come here, wham, he pushes up, right, wham, here, smush, fingers in the eyes. Now, as soon as I put my finger in his eyes, now he's not worried about the choke, he's worried about his finger in his eyes, right? It's all about damage. Sorry, Jimmy. By the way, don't undervalue a good showdown when you're demonstrating these things. One thing can make it to the lesson is important. So, let's switch it up. Jimmy's now the bad guy, Jimmy's attacking. So, what's the defense here? There's a couple of defenses against this, right? So if he goes to put this choke on me, right, the first thing I want to do is remember, power comes from the core. I will take my hand, put here, right, also I'll shift my hips out, and I'll push. So Jimmy goes land, alright. Now you notice, let's try that again. Let me demonstrate that one more time, because that's important, right? Because in jiu-jitsu and judo, we use the opponent's mass or momentum against it. So once again, I'm here, Jimmy goes, and he's leaning on me, and he's fighting me. I'll pass up. No, if I shift, once again, hands on up here, hands right here, right? All of a sudden you notice, I shift, I push. Now all of a sudden, where the heck am I? I'm in what's it say, me called the promised land. My chest to his back. And now I'm here. Right? Now all of a sudden, that's one counter. Right? That's my first counter. Almost always the counter. You're not done, showdown. So, let's say Jimmy doesn't get that deep, he goes through that choke again, and he's here, and I can't get it here because he's smart. He's got his elbow over here. Now what I can do is two steps. The first step is to pin this, right? So you'll notice I'll pin this just like this. Now let me rotate a little bit, because this is an important nuance. Right, so he's here, I'm coming around, and I'm pinning here. Now sometimes I'll actually do this. Notice my hand. Let me clear this here. You know, sometimes I cheat. And then, okay, hey, you don't call it cheating, you call it surviving. So I grab here, this hand grabs the wrist, and as I pin, I push. Now all of a sudden, I've got this wrist just like this, and I pull in my elbow, and I lock. Come here. Ow is a good form of tap. Let's try that again. So he's here, I shift, I rotate. Now notice the shift. But you'll notice, this comes around here, this hand pins here, I'm going to grab his gi, this presses here, I'm going to come here, I'm going to press. And that's the counter. So I know I